He found the gold that changed America forever, but James Marshall himself never saw a single dollar of it. After word spread, Marshall tried to claim rights to the land where he'd found the gold. He filed for a mining claim, hoping to control at least a piece of the fortune he'd uncovered, but thousands of miners simply ignored him. They swarmed the land, dug through it, and took everything they could carry. There was no law to stop them, and no one who cared that he was the man who started it all. Sutter's Mill, the very place where it all began, was destroyed. Workers abandoned their jobs to search for gold themselves. Crops rotted in the fields. The land Marshall and Sutter had once dreamed of building a future on was picked apart, piece by piece, by strangers. Marshall tried mining for himself. He failed. People began to believe he was cursed, that wherever he dug, the gold would vanish. Some miners refused to work near him, convinced that his presence brought bad luck. The man who triggered the largest gold rush in American history couldn't find an ounce for himself. He drifted for years, broke, forgotten, and blamed by many for the chaos his discovery had unleashed. Some accused him of hoarding secrets. Others said he'd gone mad from the loss. In reality, he was simply a man left behind by the very fortune he created. Decades later, the state of California finally gave him a small pension, barely enough to survive. He spent his final years in a small cabin near the same river where he once found that fateful nugget, drinking alone and largely ignored by the world he had transformed. In 1885, James Marshall died in poverty. He was buried on a hill overlooking Sutter's Mill, the exact spot where it all began. Today, a statue stands there in his honour, pointing toward the river. In the end, the man who sparked one of the greatest events in American history died with almost nothing, while the gold he found is still being mined today. That's the real story behind the discovery that changed America forever.